Consider the lowly voting machine. It's a drab contraption, full of little understood clanking and clickings, most often hidden behind a curtain. It's not a thing of beauty, but it is a durable bulwark of American democracy, isn't it? Tonight we're going on an amazing journey in search of an answer to that question. A quest to find the true owners of the two giant corporations that together dominate the American election industry. Our search will take us from the streets of Austin, Texas, to ritzy and now infamous Palm Beach, Florida, from a commissioner of elections convicted of being on the take for over a decade, to a curiously clueless U.S. attorney, to the mean streets of New Jersey, where we will discover that executives of the election service companies involved in the incredible Florida vote snafu look like they belong on the TV series The Sopranos. And finally, to Mardi Gras in New Orleans, where we will uncover evidence that the membership of the city's largest carnival crew reveals hidden connections to nationwide electoral fraud. But first, let's return to where our story begins, here in Texas. They say that everybody's got to be someplace. And so on the eve of the 2000 presidential election, we found ourselves in Texas, in a hangar out at the Austin airport, at the homecoming celebration of candidate and Texas Governor George W. Bush. There we watched the candidate heartily pressing the hometown flesh before making his final speech at the campaign, feeling a certain sense of wonder and awe at being among a crowd of supporters and campaign insiders that even included luminaries from Las Vegas, like the legendary Wayne Newton. Our assignment on Election Day was to physically follow ballot boxes as they made their way from precinct to counting center, profiling the election process itself. We had read disturbing reports in the conspiracy-mongering press that American elections might not be as open and honest as we all know them to be, and we wanted to assure ourselves that the allegations were balderdash, poppycock, sour grapes. Later that night, while following election returns along with the rest of the country, we discovered something that no one else seemed to notice. It seemed as if someone was playing a huge joke on the entire country, but no one seemed to be getting it. And instead of enjoying the irony, our favorite newscasters were all looking bewildered and confused. And so, election night, while the nation waited impatiently to discover where things were headed, we already knew where we were headed, to a place some have called the most vicious and corrupt state in the Union. We were headed to Florida.
Hey, Jimmy. Anybody in Miami? Ask for you. Oh, yeah, man. I got a cousin up there. He knows everything about everything. Let's see if I got his number here somewhere. Yeah. He works out of the paintball place. Come on, I got it here. Okay. International investor. Hey, everybody got a gift from Miami.
While heading to Florida, we kept hearing over and over in our minds something we'd heard George W. say the night before that sounded in retrospect either a little odd or eerily prophetic.
And if the people do what I think they're going to do, you're looking at the next president.